Hi, welcome back to Careers Portal. I'm Shakeerah, and today we're at False Bay TVET College here with Dumisani, who's speaking to us about student support services offered by the college. We'll start off with our first question. Once a learner decides to study with False Bay College, what kind of support and activities does the college offer to provide a more holistic learning experience?
Yeah, greetings as well to your viewers. And yes, I am Dumisani. Yeah, well, look, the support that we provide to students is quite vast. We provide them with all necessary support, pre-entry, on-course, and exit support. So on pre-entry support, we do your placement, where they will do your career guidance, you will do your literacy and numeracy assessment, just to check if the student is, up to and ready to study. Then from there, we provide the necessary academic support. That's the purpose of that particular assessment. Thereafter, we'll register the student. When the student is registered, then, is provided with different services. We have got health and wellness services, which, at the beginning, a student is definitely told, this is what is going to be expected of you. This is what services we have in terms of student well-being. And also, we do provide to a student, student leadership support. Because students are for students, and students are better with students. So student leadership as well plays a role in terms of supporting, in terms of peer supporting the students at campus level. And then also we do have, financial aid support, our nation has already declared education free. So we've got financial aid office that deals with that particular process of supporting students. And also we do have counselling services. Counselling services are different from well-being services. Well-being services are when we provide a student with an option to test, an option to do checkups, but the counselling is when we basically now focus on the state of mind of that particular student. We also do provide disability support and students with learning barriers support. And that's on course. And on exit support, we do look at as well placement. We've got a very strong placement office in our institution with a very good reputation in terms of placement statistics. But it's not just about statistics, but it's proper placement of students for those particular programs that they've completed during their stay with us. That's basically that. And also we've got a very vibrant sport, arts and culture. I must say that now with so much that we've achieved in the previous year, 3 championships we've come with,
wow.
And national representation. So it's quite amazing to be at False Bay College. You get all the necessary support.
So would you say that False Bay College provides an inclusive education?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We are one of the 2 best colleges in the country. I'm not going to mention the other ones, but us as False Bay College, we've got a very solid inclusive education, program and plan with response to the needs of students with disabilities, students with learning barriers. We've got 2 occupational therapists, which are amazing. Those guys, I work with them, and they are quite amazing. And their role is to actually ensure that all students with learning barriers, students with disabilities, get all the necessary support. And with us, that's why we call it inclusive education, because our approach is inclusive. We don't exclude them from classroom. We don't put them in some, somewhere there and say those are students with disability, but we provide and we create conducive teaching and learning space within our teaching and learning, what to call venues.
So does your student community have a voice or student council of some sorts?
Certainly. I think I've mentioned it in our introduction, that student leadership plays that role. And I must say as well, I think it's very much important for us to say, someone would think that we are bragging. We aren't. We remain the last best student leadership, Ministers Award recipients since 2018 until now. So we believe that our institution provides the greatest student leadership support, and it has got quality student leaders. So those play a role, and this is how it happens, how they get to office. We don't select them, we elect them in office democratically as prescribed by the policy. Our policy document, which is the CET Act, clearly states that there must be the voice of the students within our institutions for governance, and also for what? For leadership as well. So then the council of the institution would then appoint and independent electoral body to run these elections for the students. And then these elections will happen at each campus. Furthermore, they will then, go to the central position where we then elect now the executive SRC, which then leads or heads the other campuses. So all this process is done, authentically, it's done transparently, democratically, and it's also done in a manner at which that it should produce quality leaders. And we're looking forward this year as well. We already have elected our SRC, both campus and executive. We're just looking forward to working with them this year.
How does the college handle and deal with social challenges like bullying and drug use, for example?
Those, I would say, one of the two, which is drug use, it's one of the programs that we are running within our student support services as part of our plan, where we do campaigns, for drug abuse, where we do campaigns for substance abuse and alcohol and so forth. So that one is especially under the counselling program that we have. So we've got a solid counselling program which is able to identify the challenges. If we've got a prevalent use of substance in a particular campus, as per our campaigns and our assessments, because we also do counseling services, we do campaigns, we do also surveys at some point, and sometimes some students would also report these. So if we find out that there is such in one campus, what we do is we provide the counseling support, but nonetheless we also further go on to implement our code of conduct policy, because remember, to use substance in our institutions is prohibited. So we then effect the policy, what you call requirements, but they are all in line with what we expected to provide to our student. Also support is also provided. Much as the code of conduct will be implemented, also we will provide the necessary support in terms of, so that a student does not feel, overburdened or pass away after that by doing any, stupid decision thereafter. So we will still be providing that support. But also for the bullying one, we've got standard campaigns. And I must say, I keep sounding as if we're bragging. In 2020, we were one of the only TVET colleges that started to do bullying campaigns, and the DHET themselves, valued that, because we realized that there's cyberbullying and there's general bullying, and these two might keep a student away from our campuses. And so proactively, we realized that we needed to do something so that we were able to keep our students in a very convenient and in a very lovely and a warm environment. So we did that campaign. Furthermore to that, if one is found to have been bullying one of the students, our code of conduct still speaks to that, and then we will take you through that. Code of conduct will then define a disciplinary hearing. Disciplinary hearing will then define what type of a sanction that must be given to a particular student. But all that is done within student support, with love and care, to avoid that our students should feel depressed in our space.
And what are you personally looking forward to most with the 2023 academic year?
Well, with 2023, we are in a very good space, I must say. Our plan speaks directly to post-COVID challenges. We have, in the past year, tried to slip in, as you are aware, that in January, February of 2022, we were still not sure if we are going to operate fully. Now, the year gave us an opportunity to look at ourselves and how can we then operate and redirect and, diversify our services post-COVID. So now we've got digital counselling, which is something we've learned through the COVID period, where you'd not necessarily have to come to our campuses or our offices to get the counselling services. We've got partners that are also able to provide these counselling services to our students, remotely. We've got a plan that speaks directly, for sport, arts and culture, for instance. We've got a wider range of activities that we are looking forward to. But beyond everything, I must say that all these services that we have, as we were planning for 2023, it was that they should complement our academic excellence. Because remember, each student that is here came here for one purpose: to achieve their academic goal, so that they go out here having been successful. So our plan speaks directly to that. And our focus for this year is to generally support academic delivery, teaching and learning, and ensuring that each of our students that is here is retained. They finish their term as per their contract. But beyond that, that student has a positive exit in our institution in terms of the academic excellence. But beyond that, also that student has hope in terms of their job placement and opportunities that we as the institution provide. Apart from that, we are ready. False Bay College is the right place to be at.